Translator programs. A translator program takes a program written in the source language as input and converts it into program in target language as output. Okay, students? And translator is a program that is used to convert the source language into the target language. And here the program written in high level language is known as source code, and the code obtained after translation is object code. And here you can see in the diagram, and here is a source code is written in the high level language, means source language, and here the code that is obtained after the translation by using the translator programs, that is known as object code. So here we can say easily translator programs is a program that converts the source code into object code. There are three basic translator programs. First is one assembler. Assembler converts the assembly language code into the binary language code. And next is one compiler. Compiler is a translator which is used to convert programs in high level language to low level language. It translates the entire program and also reports the error in source program encountered during the translation. Okay, students, and next language translator is interpreter. Interpreter is a translator which is used to convert programs in high level language to low level language. Interpreter translates line by line and report the error once it encountered during the translation process. It directly executes the operations specified in source program when the output is given by the user. It gives better error diagnostic than compiler. Okay, students, it means it will be considered better for the error detection than the compiler. Now students, here we will see difference between compiler and interpreter. And here compiler and interpreter. Okay, let's see students one by one. Compiler performs the translation of a program as whole, and interpreter performs statement by statement translation. And next is one execution is faster, and interpreter execute all the programs is slower. And third is one compiler requires more memory for linking, and interpreter for generated intermediate object code. And memory uses is efficient, and interpreter interpreter memory utilization is efficient. Interpreter uses efficient memory, so no intermediate object code is generated. And next, debugging is hard as the error messages are generated after the scanning of the entire programs only. But in case of interpreter, it stops the translation when the first error is met. So hence debugging is easy. That's just because of we know uh, easily identify the error in this in the line number, so can easily so debugging process is easy for us by using interpreter. And next is one programming lang programming languages like C and C++ uses compiler, and programming languages like Python, Basic, Ruby uses interpreters. And computer capa and we talk about computer capabilities. First is one speed. Computers are much faster as compared to human beings. And modern computer can execute the millions of instructions in a minute, and that may take days if performed manually. So students, and next capabilities of computer is accuracy. Computer can perform all the calculations and comparison accurately, and provided the hardware does not malfunction. Computer can perform all the calculations and comparison accurately, and provided the hardware does not the malfunction. Okay students, a computer can perform all the calculations accurately and precisely. And next is one high storage capacity. A computer system can store a large amount of information in a very small space. And next is one reliability. Computers are more reliable than human beings. They never feel tired even if they have to work for very long hours. And next is one versa- versatility. And a computer is very versatile machine. This machine can be used to solve the problems related to the various areas or various fields. At one instant, a computer may be solving a complex scientific problems, and the very next moment it may be playing game of chess, and then we busy taking up a payroll problem. Okay students, and these are um, all your computer capabilities, and these are important computer capabilities, and computer have our other various capabilities also. And here we will talk about the limitations of computer. And first is one lack of decision making power. Computer cannot decide their own. Okay students, computer cannot take the decision on their own. And the second limitation of the computer is IQ 0, and computer have 0 IQ, and they need to be instructed on each and every step. Okay students, and here we will talk about beyond the chapter also, students. Okay, we will see what is the important points regarding uh, beyond this chapters also, and what the points you should keep in your mind. Okay, students, and here Seymour Roser Cray was an American electrical engineer and supercomputer architect who designed a series of computers that were the fastest in the world for decades, and founded Cray Research, which would build many of these machines. And he is known as the father of supercomputing. Next is one. The first supercomputer was invented by NASA in 1960 to enable the Apollo mission on the moon. So here, students, that is all the beyond this chapter. So you should keep in mind who is the father of supercomputing. So students, Seymour Roser Cray. Seymour Roser Cray was the father of supercomputing, and the first supercomputer was invented by NASA in 1960. Okay, student, you should keep these points in your mind. And here, students, we will talk about the some terms. Laptops computer. A laptop is a compact microcomputer designed to use while traveling. And what is assembler? Assembler converts the assembly language code to binary language code. And next is one. Compiler is a translator that is used to convert the programs from high level to low level language. And next, uh, let's summarize this chapter. First is one. A microcomputer is a computer which is small in size. It includes hardware, operating system, and application software. And next is one. Mini computers. Mini computers are bigger in size than microcomputer with a higher processing speed. And next is one. The mainframe computers are capable of supporting thousands of users at a time. And next is one. Supercomputers are used for specialized applications that require great amount of mathematical calculations. Okay, students. And next is one. Computer capabilities are speed, accuracy, high storage capacity, and reliability. So students, this is all about your chapters. So keep watching this video and enjoy learning. Okay, bye students.